Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading for June 14th to June 20th. So, we're going to be pulling a multitude of cards here to get an idea of where you've been, where you're heading, what any problems that you're going to face in this next week will be, any solution to those problems. I also have a card for guidance, so where you should be seeking a little bit of spiritual guidance right now, or friends and family in your life who can help you out. And then also here as our last card, we have the outcome. This last card is basically just where you're heading. So Aries, let's see what's going on for you. We're also going to pull one card here just for a general energy for the whole reading to kind of get us started. So here we have Believe in the Impossible with the blue moon. So that's pretty hopeful to see. I know that in the readings that I've been doing for Aries, you've been kind of working on this task right now. You've been building up something, but you're not really sure where it's going. I can kind of see you entering a new project right now, or just starting on a new life path with a career, some kind of goal, some kind of project, even going back to school, for instance. You're starting some kind of new pathway though, and you don't know where it's heading. So there's a lot of fear about where you're going. Here in the recent past, where you've been coming from, we had the Page of Cups. So yeah, just a little bit of emotional insecurity, I'd say. You're just coming from a place of emotional, being a little bit naive emotionally about the things that you're building up. It can be a little bit of emotional insecurity too. Where you're heading though is the Chariot, so that is positive to see. At least you're making momentum, you're moving forward, Aries, even though you don't know exactly where things are going, where you're heading, if your projects and your pathways that you're going down are going to be successful or going to end up defeating you in the end. At least you're heading forward. That's always good. It's good to have some kind of forward energy, because even if you face some kind of major obstacle, or even if you realize that this pathway that you're heading down isn't for you, you can at least continue that momentum and steer off course to something new, rather than being ground down and stuck in a situation. So it's always positive to keep momentum, to keep energy moving forward, even when you might be heading towards defeat. And I think right now you don't really know if this new pathway that you're heading down is going to end up with some kind of failure. And yeah, here with the Seven of Cups is your problem. I mean, you just don't really understand. You have all these possibilities right now. It could be you have this new hobby that you're entering into, you have this new pathway that you're heading down, this new project, this new job, but you just don't know what the outcome's going to be. There's so many different outcomes for this. So I think that you spent a lot of time ruminating on what the possible outcomes are. And there's just no way for you to know. The only way for you to find out is just to head down that pathway and to see for yourself what the outcome is. Here with your solution card though, we have the Devil card. This is pretty interesting. The Devil card is clearly kind of telling us right now, Aries, look, you have all these outcomes of this project that you're working on. I really see it as some kind of new pathway. So if you started a new job, or if you're changing up your what you're studying in school, this can be you not really knowing the outcome of the situation. If you change from one major to the next, and you kind of feel a little bit worried though, you feel as though okay, well I put in so much time on this thing, so maybe changing up right now isn't the best course of action. So Aries with the Devil card, this is telling us that you can't allow the expectation of failure or something to keep you in a bad spot. I mean, whereas this Chariot is all about forward momentum, forward energy, moving forward on some kind of path, the Devil card is all about stagnation, being stuck in one position. And you always have the opportunity to leave though. The Devil card isn't necessarily bad. It's about being stuck in a bad situation or having some kind of vices that you can overcome though. These rabbits here on either side of the giant devil bunny here, they can take those chains off at any moment though. They're free to leave. It's really up to them. So I'd say don't allow yourself to be shackled in any sort of way right now, Aries. Don't allow anything to stop this momentum. Any kind of fears, any idea that maybe I'm heading towards defeat. If your pathway starts going down a bad route and you realize, okay, this major wasn't for me, or this career wasn't for me, or this project isn't going to work out, just keep on going. Because hopefully by just running through the obstacle, maybe things will work out, or maybe you'll find some new way to utilize all those experiences that you've gained running down this pathway to start something new. So don't allow yourself to be shackled, chained down at all. Especially because it could just hold you back from success as well. If you worry so much about defeat in this kind of situation right now, it's going to hold you back from possible success. And here with your guidance card, we have the Knight of Swords. So, just really, Aries, just move forward. Just move forward, rush ahead. Really focus on on rendering things into your life right now. Focus on believing in the impossible and doing the impossible, though. You can't just stay here with like the Seven of Cups card, very stationary, right? So here we have like the Chariot. It's all about forward momentum, forward energy. Here we have the Knight of Swords. Again, forward momentum, forward energy. But here is like your problem and solution cards here in the middle. A lot of stagnation. Things are just coming to a grinding halt because you're overcome with like all these possibilities, all these outcomes. Just rush ahead though. Even if there's like a little bit of a defeat on the horizon or some kind of obstacle on the horizon, you just need to move ahead, move forward. With this Knight of Swords energy, that's what it's telling you. Aries, right now, it's your time to shine. This is great to see. And with your outcome card here, we have the Nine of Cups. So, definitely not like a big like 10 of Cups, great energy, to like end things out on, but still pretty comfortable, I'd say. For me, the Nine of Cups card, it can be all about like laziness. It can be about a little bit of like self-satisfaction. It can also be about hosting. But here I kind of see it as like you're just feeling like confident and satisfied in yourself. You're not feeling as though like your journey has come to an end at all. But Aries, for you, there's some kind of relaxation on the horizon here with this Nine of Cups energy. So definitely feeling very satisfied with where you're at and just feeling a moment to like take a breath and collect yourself. So I say just continue this forward momentum, continue this energy moving forward, Aries. You're going to definitely find success here. And whether it's success in that like you find the outcomes that you want and what you're moving towards right now, I don't really think so. I think that right now it's too early to tell with this weekly reading. I think that this is more of like a monthly or yearly kind of thing that you're working on right now, Aries. But at least in like the immediate short-term future, you're going to feel some kind of like satisfaction. So that's positive to see, because if you're feeling some kind of satisfaction after putting so much energy forward on like a goal and you're still feeling as though, okay, now I can like relax, everything's fine. You haven't accomplished it, but you're feeling as though you're at like a kind of like a pit stop, you're just taking a momentary reprieve. That's good to see. That's going to allow you to kind of collect your thoughts a little bit and then to realize, okay, is this the right pathway, the wrong one? It's going to allow you to reevaluate things a little bit. So this is very positive to see. There's a lot of forward momentum, forward energy, but there's also a little bit of relaxation here towards the end of your week. I don't know if it's really towards the end of your week. These are kind of like timeless readings. So like really though, the outcome, maybe heading into like the next week or the next couple weeks could be a lot of relaxation for you, a lot of time down, Aries. This is a very positive reading. It's good. It's just good to always make, it's just always good to keep on heading forward on some kind of task, some kind of goal, Aries. If this resonated with you, though, please check out your sun, moon, and rising as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, subscribe, like this video, because it definitely helps out a lot, and we really appreciate all the support that we've gotten recently.